Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today I'm going to do, it's pretty much like a random reading, but it's like generalized to like self care. So it's a self care random reading. I don't have no questions. I don't know what's gonna come out, anything like that. But I already have some cards out, so let's see what we have here today. First, we have empathy. You feel and understand the emotions of others in the service of love. Right? Having empathy pretty much means that you understand. You can see, you put yourself in another person's point of view, like shoes. You like, you know, put yourself in their shoes for a minute and then be able to see and understand the situation through their perspective and understand how they feel and you know you can see it through like another person's eyes and like, experience and then feel the feelings and feel what they felt, see how you will feel, and then now it makes you understand and be able to relate to other people even though you didn't go through that situation. You can like picture yourself in that situation and what you probably would have done and how that person would have felt and stuff like that. Next, we have guilt. I release any guilt that no longer assists in my soul's growth. Couple of things about empaths, because we can pick up on like certain negative side of being an empath or like having a lot of empathy. You can also like pick up on like other people's feelings. So if it's like somebody's feeling guilty, you can pick up on that. But you also like that's why you have to be able to understand and like process it. Like, are you guilty? Did you do anything to like make yourself feel guilty or like to like feel that way? And if you didn't, just let it go because it's not your feelings. That's their feelings that you're absorbing. And you might understand it, might feel guilty, but you don't have to keep reliving the situation. Like, you see how it has to swirl? If you live in a situation in your head, forgive yourself and let it go. Like, understand that sometimes you make mistakes and you didn't know like you make some mistakes sometimes and sometimes you didn't. Like, you may make mistakes, but it's like a part of life. And it's like sometimes you make a choice and then you find out later that it was a bad choice, but you didn't know something. Like, they withhold information from you. You know, you might feel a little bit guilty, or like, oh, you should have read the fine print, or you should have asked more questions. But you gotta forgive yourself for, not knowing that this person was gonna trick you or play any type of, games and stuff like that. You gotta let it go and move on and move forward. I know it's gonna be hard, but you have to like find a way to release the guilt. Like, you can write it down, and throw away the paper, or you could burn the paper. You can do whichever way you gotta get it out your system to release it and let it go, so you can process it and be able to move on and move forward. Will definitely help you. Next, we have change. I understand that nothing grows or evolves without movements. See? So, like I said before, however way, because I see like it was swirling around. Like, you can't just live in the past and dwell on the past. So, you have to get it out some way, shape, or form. You have to acknowledge it. Like you feel guilty about something, whatever you're guilty about, and see if you can, like, write it down, get it out your system, forgive yourself, and if you need to seek forgiveness from somebody else, try to talk to that person. But just understand, like, they don't really have to forgive you, but it's very important for you to be able to forgive yourself, so you can move on, so you don't, keep reliving it and dwelling on it and thinking that you're, like sometimes you do bad things, but that don't make you a bad person. But if you do it repeatedly, then yeah, you're a bad person. Okay, like like if you do it one time and then change, that's you did a bad thing, but that doesn't make you a bad person. But if you like I said before, like repeatedly do it, repeatedly, like constantly, then that makes you a bad person. Next, oh shit, we have empathy again. Oh wow, I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation. Right, so if you're trying to put like, let me think of something. Okay, SpongeBob popped in my head. So remember the episode? Either way, but you remember the episode when Mr. Krabs had to leave for like a minute, and he left Squidward in charge, and then Squidward pretty much lied to SpongeBob and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be back. I have some errands to run and stuff like that." And while he was away, you know, trying to do his errands and stuff like that, he had a whole bunch of guilt, filled with a lot of guilt, thinking that a whole bunch of things was gonna go wrong, and with the Krusty Krabs and SpongeBob was gonna do this, this, and the third. So he kept running back and forth, right? From the Krusty Krab to his house, from the Krusty Krab to his house, and SpongeBob was just standing there like, "Have you finished with those earrings? Have you finished with those earrings?" It's like your guilt will eat you alive if if you lie and stuff like that. You have to see it through the other person's point of view. Like SpongeBob legit thought like he was running errands. That's why he had no problems like covering his job and his doing the like being a cashier and being the fry cook at the same time, you know. So until he was able to realize that and see that and make that change to go, be like, all right, let me go do my job rather than, make a SpongeBob do it, then I won't feel this guilt anymore. And things would feel less stressful, a lot easier. I could just do it after work or something like that. He was just trying to be home, like stay home to play the clarinet while SpongeBob take his shift and he get paid for it. Okay, like that's messed up. That's why he had guilt. So let's see what else we have here. Next we have lemon eucalyptus with energizing your spirit. Oh, hold on. Right, so this change will help energize your spirit and help you release that guilt, because the guilt is pretty much holding you back from growing. So once you change that, you will feel more energized. Like I said, like if let's say you get into an argument with somebody, right, or just watching the show, right, and they're supposed to be best friends and whatever, and then she made like a new friend or whatever. So he felt a little bit left out, and they've been best friends since like the sandbox days, right? And she had the audacity to give away every morning she give him an orange, right? She had the audacity to give his orange away to somebody else, this new friend, right? And he's just like, whoa, what about me? Where about my vitamin D, huh? What about my vitamin levels? Right? Who cares she was hungry? What about me? Right? And he was helping them out with like a project and stuff like that, willingly and all this other stuff. And he messed up a little bit. And she was upset, but then it's like her little brother had to like pretty much snap it back to reality, like you was ignoring him. Like you had a part to play in this as well. Like, yeah, he messed up for like playing around with the project, but like you also messed up for ignoring him and trying to replace him. Like you have to see it through his point of view. That's the empathy, understanding both sides of the situation. And then she realized she did play a role. She was a little bit guilty, and she wanted her best friend back. So they had to talk about it, communicate, and she felt freer. And then come to find out, the new friend that they made also felt bad and felt guilty and actually like really cared about them and was like, I don't like it when y'all two, it was like, oh, like I don't like it when y'all two fighting, like, and like pretty much had to calm her down. Like it, everybody cared, but you have to like make sure like everyone feels appreciated and have that type of attention and seek that type of attention. or they get that time and attention, and you know that they require and stuff like that. And if y'all, tend to do something like a tradition and stuff like that, you might want to keep doing that tradition, or bring another one as backup, something like that. Communicate. Like, next we have basil, restore mind, body, and soul. Like I said, you feel your soul gets a little bit energized. You feel a lot less like. Ooh, and funny enough, in one of my other decks, in the guilt card, she's shackled, like she got chains on, like on her hand. So you feel less like shackled or chained down. Um, that song, "Get That Shackle Off My Feet So I Can Dance." Your soul feel better. You just, if you don't know the song, it's a good song. You can dance either way to the song, but you feel more free. And so far, we always got like leaves here, and leaves is supposed to be like of the earth, so you might need to feel more like grounded. And so take a little walk. Walk around by yourself, look around. Um, or it can need to be eating a lot, like some more greens. Okay. Next, we have fern with release and sorry, it says relieve and revitalize. What I say? You release that guilt, those shackles get off you. You feel free. You start dancing. You feel like you rejuvenated, like you relieved, you know, and revived. Your energy. You feel like you have more energy. You know, forgiving yourself. You're not trying to like keep yourself stuck in something that you don't really want to be stuck in anymore. You let it go. And especially if it's like a situation where you're like you don't have control over, like let's say it happened like years ago, like 10 years ago. That's water on the bridge now. You just gotta forgive yourself, forgive that person, and move on. Like, maybe later on down the line y'all bump into each other, y'all could talk to each other then. But other than that, it's like just move on, continue living your life. Don't dwell on the moment. Like, oh, we were such good friends. I missed out on a good friend. Like, yeah, but you have learned that why that friendship end, and you regret it. So you try not to do it in all the friendships that you have now, and the new ones coming to you. Oops, sorry, hit the camera. Next we have black pepper, protect and promote honesty. See? So if you lied, let's say you like that other friendship was over because of a lie. You're not going, and let's say you lied. Once you come to that realization that you lied and that's why that friendship was over, and you feel bad about it and you want to change, stop lying to the rest of your friends and incoming friendships. Now, let's vice versa. If someone in like you had a friendship that ended because someone lied to you and you felt the way about it, you're not gonna go to your like all your friendships now and start lying or do the same thing like that friend did to you to your other friends. Because you won't do that. But then, because then there's another like dark side of having empathy. There's some people there's empaths, and then there's dark empaths, which like the narcissistic people and stuff like that try to do things for. They feel things, okay, but then try to like manipulate it and play it to their advantage. So you gotta have your discernment and realize stuff. Ask questions. Pick up on certain changes, and someone trying to push the blame on you, think about it. Did you really do anything to cause such kerfuffle or such confusion? And if not, take accountability for that. Realize that the person that you thought this person is, you thought this was a friend, and they're not a friend. You have to change the the situation change, and it's time to move on, and let them be somebody else, like be able to be somebody else's friend because you don't want them as a friend. And then we have ginger, soothing, and stimulating. So you can soothe what you want to soothe, like communicate with people who you can communicate, work it over who you can work it over with. But if you can't with certain people, you just gotta let it go. You can't, like, you understand that it just be best to let it go because you're just gonna slow down your growth. You have to, in order to change things, something has to come to an end. So in order to something like, okay, it's a couple of ways things can change. Something dies, so something else can be born, or there's a seed and you water it, and it starts growing and stuff like that. But either way, like, you still have to put something into it. Or like when you were cooking, where you put a whole bunch of stuff like food into like a pot and stuff like that. You mix it, give it time, and then poof, it changes to something else. So it's like you can communicate, spend some time with these people, and try to release that guilt. See if I can like soothe it, calm it over, smooth it over, and if not, then you can just move on rather than dwelling and living in the past and staying in something that's making you unhappy. Then we have the frolic with maiden. I acknowledge the inner child and open my heart to the joy she brings. And that is a 38 card. 38 is 11. And 11 is the angel number. It's 1-1. And 1 is all about, your intuition and your creations and beginnings. But 11 reduced to 2, and 2 is all about collaborating and being in balance and your duality and stuff like that. Next we have comfort, which is a pink card, and pink from this deck is supposed to represent, love, sweetness, kindness. So, you might have like a comfort zone or like, your security blanket. You might be feeling a little bit guilty about it because it's no longer bring you that, you're no longer comfortable there. Like it no longer has the effect that it doesn't hit the way it used to hit. And it might be saying that it's time to change that and let that go. Because at some point, like, kids outgrow certain things. Like I don't know, maybe at some, like, all kids believe that, like, Santa or, like, the Tooth Fairy, but at some point in time, like, and that's comfortable, but at some point in time, they outgrow that, and it's okay. And they just go into a different comfort level, have to find something else that makes them comfortable, because that no longer suits it, no longer does it. It opens you, like, that change. It opens you to new horizons, to find out new things that does make you comfortable. And we have plants here, growing. And then with plants, right, sometimes they lose leaves, right? Start losing a whole bunch of leaves, and then, like, sprout up real fast. It's called pruning. It's a part of their growing process. And then we have stuck, which is a red card, and red is supposed to represent your root chakra, which I was saying here with a bunch of leaves, needing to ground yourself or feel like more stable and secure in yourself. Just to take a walk by yourself, listen to music, feel more secure in your body and your mind, to clear your head, clear your thoughts. Because something might be pushing you out of your comfort zone, and you're trying to, like, stop it, but it's trying to help you grow, and you're not seeing that or understanding that because you feel, nervous about it. But if you, like, with children, even though when they're nervous, they still, like, sometimes they still try it anyways. Like, they be little fearless little suckers. Okay, just be launching themselves off things. Like, you know, like it's like take like yeah, don't like take a minute, think it over. Like, do you want to do this? Do you not want to do this? You know, fill it out for, and then if you do it. Like, you know, sometimes nervous could be like excitement in a way, but you're not able to like really be able to decipher, especially if you're a kid. You don't know if you're nervous or like you're excited about it. You just know this feeling that you're feeling, and you know it's kind of scary, but it's like pushing you to help you grow in a way. Next we have change one thing today. Start small. See, something's trying to push you out. If the light will pick up on the card, like that. Something's trying to push you out of your comfort. Like, you know, might be a little bit uncomfortable, you know, but take it one step at a time. There's no need to rush. It's like learning to fly or falling in love. Jordan Sparks. One step at a time. um, but another thing I just realized, like, it's all like leaves, but then these are like kind of like herbs. And then the green, it's all about like your heart chakra as well. So it's like once you feel more stable and secure in yourself, more confident in yourself, you feel you have more confidence to speak your truth to other people and live your truth. And you know, understand how like seeing that, you know, if you were stuck in guilt and been in that, you know that little chain like I was talking about before, like being like having being stuck in guilt and stuff like that. Even in the devil card, like they have the chains to represent like being stuck and limited and restricted and stuff like that. Once you release that and let it go and you move on, you know, you understand like the hardships that you've been through, and you understand like the hardships that somebody else might have to go through. So you understand like how some people are comfortable living in their truth, but then some people are not fully comfortable living in their truth because you live both sides of the situation, which well, we have empathy twice here, but two different decks. Um, you know, there's some people that you know some like celebrities when they become famous and when they talk about like they made it out of like the hardest situation, and then you know they never like look back on it, like go back to where they live or you know stuff like that, and try to like erase it. But at some point in time, like it's a downfall, and they end up have to go back there or like doing something. No, and then there's some people that, and there's some celebrities that did that situation and go back and actually trying to help the community that they've been through and stuff like that to try to help other people make it out. It's because they understand, you know, empathy. They have that sense of empathy. They understand, like, when I was your age, I was doing this, and the third just to make it through, to make it out, just to feed my family. So I don't want somebody else to have to go through that same situation and go through what I had to go through. So I can let me help out the best way that I can. Whereas some celebrities be like, nah, you have to go the same route that I did because if I had to do it, you have to do it too. That's not having empathy. Like, because you went through something, you wouldn't want the other person to go through it too. You try to avoid it if you can. Help them if you can. You know, make that change. Be that change. You try to stop it right then and there. Not have it continue. Then we have surround yourself with your soul tribe. Yeah, you know those people that you can be yourself with. You can speak your truth. They give you good advice. You know, you feel comfortable with. They don't push you out your comfort zone or try to make you feel guilty or ashamed about anything. They make you feel um, rejuvenated and uplifted and motivated and refreshed. And we have perform a random act of kindness. So while you're doing it, you know, bring some box wine if you can. You do something. That's a nice act of kindness right there. Um, bring some food, some cookies, some ice cream. You know. Next we have unleash your inner child and get up and dance. Wasn't I saying? So, talking about the shackles. Get those shackles off my feet so I could dance. And then we had the inner child. You just, just dance. Get out. Get up there. Dance. If you have a secure table, dance on that table. You know, don't hurt anything, but go ahead. Get a group of friends. Y'all dance together. With cookies and ice creams. Like, then we have ask for help. It does not make you weak. See? You know, there are going to be some people that actually want to help you and motivate you. And that's just like, you see the background of this? It's pretty much match the background of the gifts. And then, you know, we have your friends here. It could be, your friends can help you start this off. Not just because you gave them box wine or you got them all ready to go, but they really love you and want to help you grow and support you. Then we have let go of control and relax into the flow. Right? Just breathe into it. Just relax, let it go. Just start one step at a time. Baby steps, right? I mean, she said it's like learning to fly, but birds do, they do a little practice flaps before actually flying and taking off. They see there's a leaf here. See all the greens. You might need to get a plant. Might want to do that. Or walk around in nature. Touch a tree. Something. Go hiking. Go camping. I don't know. It's but lost my train of thought. Oh, but birds learning to fly. They do little practice flaps before actually like just jumping off and taking that actual like leap of faith. They sit in their little nests and stuff like that, and then when the wind comes, they'll like open their wings and try to flap it a little bit. And sometimes they don't always like get it, so they stay there for a while, and then until they're ready, until they're comfortable. Now, there's some birds that some mothers have to like literally push them out the nest and be like, you die, like it is what it is, so. But asking for help or needing that little push to get out the nest to see if you will fly or not, it doesn't make you weak. You can pass. It's fine asking for help. It simply means that you know that you need help. You have self-control enough to realize and acknowledge when you need help. That's self-recognition. You know your strengths and your weaknesses. And that like helps smooth things over and stuff like that. Asking for help, wanting people to be honest with you. Oh, another thing that I saw that I feel like it was good advice, or that I heard was good advice, which is don't take criticism from people that you won't take advice from. So if like you wouldn't even go to that person for advice, whatever they say about your life, oh, that would never work, or you shouldn't do that, but this, that, and the third, it wouldn't bother you because you wouldn't go to that person for advice. You wouldn't ask them to help you for nothing. So why have that living in your head rent free? Go to those people that you would go to advice for. That they would be honest with you. They want to help you grow, and your life feel a lot easier. Have people living in your head rent free and stuff like that, trying to bring you down and keep you stuck and chained to something that you don't need to be stuck in. Then we have spend time with friends again. See all that food. Hold on, let me see if they got cookies. They do. What I said about bringing cookies. You could bring cookies, some box wine. They don't got no box wine in there. That's crazy. But they got something in that cup though. So either way, if y'all of age, I forgot that part. If you of age, then bring some box wine. If you're not of age, soda is fine. Like it's just soda and cookies is great. And then you have the moon and stuff like that. And then the moon was on the wrapper. of the gift. Like, do a random act of kindness. Like, randomly schedule this girls' night out so y'all can communicate, y'all can talk to each other, get back, in tune. Um, or ask them for help, get you out of this funk. Um, yeah, have a dance party. So now we're gonna go into like the affirmations. So we have, and what kind of thing am I brilliant? What are my 3 professional strengths and assets? What I said, that's just you asking for help and knowing when you need help is just, a self-awareness. That's a good thing. You know your strengths and your weaknesses. That is a good thing. Okay? It's great. Now, affirmation is I am talented and intelligent. Ooh, hold on. Right, I could put that over there. Next, we have what are my most important values? How are they seen in the direction of my life and in my everyday decision? The camera, thank you. And then the affirmation is I radiate grace, charm. What? I radiate beauty, charm, and grace. Every time I read this card, I just skip over the other two. Like, you radiate grace? Like, no. Next, we have how would my life change if I accomplished all my goals? What would my life look like? What does it feel like to be in this position? Ooh, with the 2 empaths here, right? And the change. Now we're talking about like the flipping of the coin being on both sides, right? And then we have comfort here. So, boom. You might be comfortable where you are, right? Right? And then it's like, no, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to do that because I might fail, right? Right? You might fail. But you might succeed, okay? What if you don't? What if you don't fail? Ask that question. Like, oh, it will never work because you will fail. What if I don't? What if what if you succeed? You know? What's the harm in trying? Like, it's just, like, then we have my goals and dreams become my reality. Next, we have what do you want to do more of every day? What do you want to spend your time doing more of? If it's spending time with your friends, schedule it. You literally have a date circle on there. Or I don't know. You know. But we have your strength. You are stronger than you realize. You are more capable than you can imagine. You can do it now. It's that guilt keeping you stuck, thinking that you can't. And it's either, guilt that you're feeding yourself, like telling yourself that you can't do it, and that's lowering your confidence, your self-esteem. Or it's one of the people around you filling your head with a whole bunch of nonsense. But like I said before, if you don't take advice from these people, erase it out your mind. It doesn't matter what they're saying. And then we have write down 5 positive affirmation about yourself. Repeat them daily. Well, you're going to have a whole bunch of affirmations to write down today. Because, Then we have I accept myself just as I am. That could be a first one. Write that down. I accept myself just as I am. Next one is I am stronger than I realize. I am more capable than I imagine. I can do it now. Okay? Let's see what else before. It might be a better one that can, or you can pick whatever one you like, but those two should be first two. Okay? I like those two for y'all. Next we have, what does your dream life look like? Describe it in details. What's keeping you from reaching your dream life? That guilt and that shame. People filling your head with nonsense. You believe in it, allowing them to live in your head rent free. Gotta break free from that. Change it. Then we have I am creating the life of my dreams. I gotta figure out where I put this. Let me put it here. Or you can even have these little affirmations a little bit. I release any belief that no longer hold on. Get a good view of it. I release any belief that no longer assists in my soul's growth. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movements. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. I acknowledge my inner child and open my heart to the joy she brings, or he brings, they bring, it brings. Everybody welcome here. We have, what is considered as small stuff to me? How can I stop overthinking the small things? I would say just breathe, laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. So find a good set of friends that you could talk to about it. That don't find you annoying or feel like you being dramatic and stuff like that. They y'all all cool. Y'all like being around each other. Y'all help each other and grow each other. And help growing with each other and motivating each other and pushing each other forward. And we have the affirmation, I don't sweat the small stuff. Next word is, what is a time when you experienced failure and what did you learn? Failure gives you, an opportunity to learn and grow and process something. Like, you ever watch the Magic School Bus? She always says, make mistakes. You learn something from your mistakes. Science is all about mistakes. Honestly, when you think about it, we think it's going to work. Okay, we think this is going to happen. It might happen. We test it out to find out. Okay? It's... science is really just a guessing game. And then it just, proves something at some point. We have to, pretty much research it and, be like, this is why I think this is happening, or this is this, and this is connected to this. And then we have to test it out and find out if it really is connected. And then it's not just random. We have to do it, statistically proved, we have to do it, at least 30 times, okay? Well, at least more than 30 times, but you have to do it repeatedly to have a good read to be yeah, this is legit what's happening. And you have to have there's even a little margin of error, and to say this is happening and to prove this is not happening and stuff like that. It's pretty much just a guessing game, honestly. It's all about failures and making mistakes, and you find out new things. Viagra, that's supposed to be for the heart. The heart. Viagra. Okay? Whose heart is that helping? They failed in their mission, but they accomplished somewhere else. You see it? We have, I use my failures as a stepping stone. Next we have, what distractions are hindering me from what distractions are hindering your productivity? How can you reduce them? Then the affirmation is, I will always find a way, and a way will always find me. Because if there's a will, there's a way. You know, there's always a way out of things. There's always a way into things. Whoa, never, I'm gonna read the next card. If you could live in any other time period, what would it be? And what would you be doing? For me, it'd be the roaring 20s. I'll be a flapper. Funny enough, we had dancing here, but yeah. And the affirmation is, I know good things will continue to happen in my life. Like I said, if there's a will, there's a way. You know, just gotta give them some room for the good things to come in. Give it some time. Then we have, what does beauty mean to me? And what way am I beautiful? And the affirmation is, I am beautiful. And the butterfly is all about change and transformation. So, look at that. Now I'm going into the tarot. And then, pretty much, see if there's anything else here. Oh, there was 38. That's all. And 49. 49 reduced to that's 13, and 13 is 4, and 4 is stability, foundation, struggle, stagnation, and then we have stop here. So if something's like, you know, on pause or like being stuck, you might need to communicate with other people in order to move on, you know, to break it up and move on and move forward. Wasn't I talking about like a group of friends earlier? Like, if, you know, you won't go lying to like the next group of friends. If somebody lied to you, you won't go lie to, like, yeah. You know? You won't treat your... If someone push you out, like, make you feel uncomfortable, you're not going to turn around and start making other people uncomfortable doing that same thing that make you feel uncomfortable, is what I'm trying to say. You have empathy. You understand, like, that makes you, like, if it makes you uncomfortable, it most likely makes somebody else uncomfortable. Unless they say that, like, it's okay to do it, then fine. But you don't go around pushing people out, like, off their comfort zone, out of their comfort zone just for the hell of it, you know? This is why it's like it says, surround yourself with your soul tribe, and like spending time with like your friends. You spend your time with a group of people that we could feel comfortable and you feel at ease with, not always on guard having to look over your shoulder. Okay, let's see what comes out here. Hold on. Okay, my deck was upside down because I was like, wait a minute. I don't read reversals from this deck. But okay, we have 5 cards. So first we have the Tower, and the Tower is like a sudden change, a sudden realization. Finding out something that, you know, cause an upheaval in your life. Help you break free of that guilt. You know, if someone lied to you, you see them in a different view, in a different point of, like, a different light, that's a change, but it, helps you break free from something. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is also like a change, wheels turning, um, either for the better or for worse. Um, Depends. We never know when the wheel is turning. We don't have control over the wheel. And with the Tower here, it's like like a sudden change and a sudden turn. Like, you find something out, and it's like it's whatever you find out, it changed drastically. But like I said, like, if it's a person that lied to you, you probably find out the truth, right? And or that they're lying, and you're giving them time to, like, come clean, and they don't. That's like a Tower moment. You realize you thought this person was an honest and truthful person, with this promoting honesty. You thought there was an honest and truthful person. Come to find out that they're not. That changed their whole perspective of them, their whole view. That turned and changed. Will change. You no longer view them as, like, as an asset to your life, or, like, want to be around them. You don't feel like they're positive or uplifting. You want to keep your distance from them. Go your separate ways. Oh, another thing, because the Tower indicates that a star, Tower has to happen so the star can come in. And the star is like a wish and your manifestation. But you have to be vulnerable and with the universe and yourself, and speak your truth and be authentic to you to bring that in, right? Then we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is all about, like, timing, planting your seeds, working on your seeds. When we have this, take one step at a time. Because the card also can mean, like, divine timing, but normally you see, like, a frustrated farmer, but he has to wait for his crops to go. He can't just harvest it right then and there. Like, didn't I say something about watering before? Yeah, you have to, put the seed in, move the soil, put the seed in, water it from time to time, keep checking up on it, continue watering it, make sure it's in season, it's the proper season for it. There's a lot of things that go into it, and you continue putting in that work and that effort, little by little, till it grows into whatever you want it to grow into. Because the Seven of Pentacles is very underestimated, but, like, it's quick. Not quickly, but it can, like, once things start growing and working and prospering and time to reap, quickly becomes the Nine of Pentacles, which is, having financial independence, being free and liberated, being content by yourself, very single energy. And it's very hard working energy, what you was doing here, planting your seeds so that they can grow into something better and beautiful. And then we have the Star card, and like I said before, the Star comes after the Tower. So the Tower moment, a change have to happen in order, like, for you can have your wish and your manifestation. But seeing that we have, like, a timing card here, your wish and manifestation could be on delay until you do the work and plant the seeds that need to be planted, make those changes that need to be changed in order to feel, like, more calmly. When we have that, one step at a time. It all depends on you. However slow you move on and drag your feet, however slow this manifestation is going to come in. Like I said before, like, over here, like, good things going to continue to happen to you, but they need room. Tower, things have to come down. They need room in order to come in. And then we have the Seven of Swords, and that's, like, very deceptive, very sneaky. And then the Sevens is all about, like, self, internal, inner works. So, like, you have to release yourself from this internal guilt, and however long it takes you to do that will be however long it takes you to feel you know, more connected with yourself, and we have restored mind, body, and soul, and we have the star here, which is all about, like I said before, being vulnerable, which is why the star card is normally naked. Um, they they're living their authentic truth and have no problem doing that. So however long, like I said before, it takes you to break away from that guilt and live your authentic truth, will take is however long, you know, good things will come to you. You have to be honest with yourself and then be honest with other people. And you know, some people you just simply can't be honest with, and you go find new people that you can be honest with. And then at the bottom of the deck, which is pretty much effectiveness or chargingness, is the Emperor. And then we have let go of control. Yeah, let go of control and relax into the flow. Another thing, meaning for the Emperor, trying to like control the situation. And you know, some things are just out of our control. Like I said with the Tower, we never know when lightning is gonna hit. That's out of our control. The Wheel of Fortune, that's out of our control. You can just, you know, like I said before with the farmer, you have to make sure it's in season, but still water it and nurture it and take care of it. And see if there's anything else before I read the other cards. Let me see. And we have the Ace of Swords, which is all about, see, and then lightning again. You never know when you're going to have an aha moment, a moment of clarity, okay? See things like for what it is. And because the Ace of Swords could also be like a reconciliation, and like reconciling with somebody, communicating and talking. We don't know when that's going to happen. And sometimes we find out the truth very suddenly. And sometimes it's a truth we ain't want to know, but it is what it is, and it allow us to start something new, you know. But we have to speak our truth and move on and be vulnerable. And then with the Infinity going around and around, the truth is the truth. You can't argue the truth. The truth does not change over time. Like, it is what it is, you know. And it's a fact, you know, like they say, like, facts doesn't change. It is what it is. Like, a triangle always gonna have 3 sides. A quadrilateral is always gonna have 4 sides. It's a quadrilateral, you know. It is what it is. It's the truth. It's a fact. You can't argue it. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't change it. But sometimes, you know, like I said before, you find out a truth that's very, you know, hard, breaks your world down, brings stuff down. But it's how you see it, what you take away from it. Like with this deception here, like if somebody did lie to you, you find out, and they did everything in their power to try to avoid you to find out that they lied to you. Look at that, bro. Like, that person would rather have everybody else lie to you than simply tell you the truth or come clean. You know, you have to look at that. Do you really want those people around you? Like, you know, you have to face those truths that are like those clarity moments and stuff like that. And then we have at the bottom of the deck now, we have the Knight of Cups. And he goes on his journeys to gain confidence and learn about confidence. But he has to gain confidence to actually go out and give these offers of, because cups is supposed to be emotions, like these treaties of emotions, these offering friendships and stuff like that. He has to have confidence in himself to be able to do that. And if you're not right now with the spending time with friends, like, you want to meet new friends, or the friends that you have around you aren't really your friends, you know, you have to build up your confidence to go meet new friends, and those people where you can be yourself with and be more honest with and truthful with, you know. And you have to realize that. Have that clarity moment. That truth. Because if you don't, it will continue being on the loop. That's what the infinity symbol is supposed to mean. Because the lessons that we do not learn are just doomed to repeat. And then, once you learn them, that's when you have like a victory after a very long battle. 6 of Wands. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups, Daughter of Cups. So where before it was like the Knight and stuff like that, and you making, gaining those confidence, you make those treaties and stuff like that. But with, like I said before, with the Ace of Swords, it can be like a reconciliation. You can apologize to people that you need to apologize to, or more people come in and give you, uplift you, make you feel like, rejuvenate you, make you feel like, better than the friends that you had before did, and make you feel like, feel creative and stuff like that, and you want to hang out with them. You feel like, comfortable around them and stuff like that. You, like I said before, you try to reconcile with who you can reconcile with, and then who you can't. You just leave it where it is. You apologize, you can apologize to take accountability for what you can take accountability for. But if they don't want to take accountability for what they did, can the friendship can't really continue to move on, because it'll just be all deceptive and lies. And then we have the, seeing that it's coming out in a, like, these came out in a clip. This came out by itself, that came out by itself. And then now we have the 8 of Cups. Nope, this is 7 of Cups, right? Yeah, the 7 of Cups. As you can sometimes be confusion, not knowing which cup to pick, daydreaming as well. With the Page of Cups could also mean daydreaming, and overthinking with the guilt. You could be like in your head daydreaming of a whole bunch of scenarios, but one thing is clear, that you actually want to do it or take action on it, or that you see how like one cup is reversed, like which cup is for you, which cup to pick. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a solid, stable, new beginning, but it's the slowest energy in the deck because it takes a lot. And it's a lot in the pentacle. Like, it's like an offer and stuff like that. If someone comes to offer you friendship or anything of that nature, it might take them a while. They have to, you want to see what they have or what they can bring to the table, stuff like that. But with 7 of Cups here, another meaning could be like, all the glitters in the world is not gold. Okay, you have to learn those lessons, pick up on that. There's some people that will just want to be your friends for superficial reasons, right? And, or like, oh, you look good, we will take great pictures together, or you can buy them this gift and that gift and stuff like that. That's superficial. Where there's, some people that want to be your friend because, they feel comfortable around you. You uplift them, you motivate them, y'all laugh together. It's genuine, it's real love there. Not superficial, fake, and what they can get out of being your friend, or being around you, or knowing you and stuff like that, what you can give them, because then that's just using you. Okay. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, which is pretty much, is a student, right? keeping stock, keeping an eye out, watching and stuff like that. And, I have a lot of lessons to learn. It's, like I said before, with this solid offer, before coming in and, they have to, you're trying to find out what they bring to the table and if it matches what you have to bring to the table. Like, if you have, I was going to say french fries, but a lot of things can go with french fries. But, like, if, let's say you have french fries, then they come and bring you something that you don't eat or something like that. You have to be able to understand and be like, no, I'm fine. No, thank you. I don't like that. I don't eat that. And that's okay. It's fine. They can go bring that to somebody else's table. There's somebody else that would eat that. Okay? And then we have the Mother of Swords, Queen of Swords. And, she got a bad rap for being, like, cold and detached. But she also holds the Ace of Swords, where we have, like, this truth and clarity here. And, sometimes the truth is very cold, right, and very harsh. But like I said before, it cannot be argued. It's a fact. And with the Queen of Swords here, anything that's sneaky or deceptive, cause her any, like, headaches, she's cutting it out quickly. She doesn't care. She's cut and moving on and moving forward. She don't care. And then, funny enough, there's an owl on the Wheel of Fortune and, like, on the top of it. I'm not saying that you're going to be on the top of the wheel. I'm just saying the wheel's turning. You might be, if you already, let's say you're if you think this person is lying to you, there we go. And, come to find out they are, then yeah, you want to have, like, you're on top of the wheel because you already knew that already. But if you didn't, something happened, it was confirmed, and they try to, like, blame it on you, no. It was their choices. You was, like, it is, like, or if it was your choices, then you have to realize that and admit it, apologize. Be that, realize that, apologize. But you also have to be able to decipher through those people that's trying to give you a confusing offer and saying no when you want to say no, rather than taking something that is not meant for you. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Wands. See, fighting, confusion, and just let it go. She don't do that. She will cut it out. Like, she doesn't compete with nobody. She doesn't see anybody as competition. She have cold, swift detachment. Okay, but she's doing it for like a lightened self-interest. She's doing it because she's not gonna let anybody live in her head rent free that doesn't need to be there. Bring her down. Lie to her in her face. Be around her that doesn't need to be around her. She's not gonna do that. She's cutting it out. She don't care. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay. So I'm gonna go into the other cards and then reading pretty much is over. So first card out, we have Go For It. Your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We have been working with you on this situation since its Genesis, which is the beginning, because it's the beginning of the Bible. And we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay in your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. See, and then it said, without talking about the owls. Owls are supposed to be messengers from the divine, from spirit above, watching over you. They see all, supposed to know all and stuff like that. Angels are saying they was here watching over you. They helping you. They protecting you. Like the tower, everyone has a tower moment. It's a change, it's a sudden shift and stuff like that. It happens to everybody. That, like, even you normally see like two people falling off the out of the building. Like, it's supposed to be like a fall from grace. Everyone has like the little moment that they're supposed to fall, but you're supposed to get back up. You're not supposed to stay down. Okay, like, you're supposed to You fall, you get back up, brush your shoulders off, and you go again. Okay? Then we have family. The situation is rooted in emotional experience with your family members, which we can help to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and this experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gift within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. Ooh, like, sometimes some family members don't get certain things. You might be feel more comfortable living your truth or being open with your friends more than your family. But there's some people in your family you can actually like be yourself with. Take little baby steps and stuff like that. Then we have assisting a certain. I'm gonna skip that word because it's not coming to me right now. The situation can be healed gently and with love as you have required, yet there also needs to be strength and truthfulness with the other person involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth and give you the strength and guiding your words. Next we have be honest with yourself. Didn't I say that as well? That you have to be honest with yourself and then you have to be honest with other people. And then we also have here, I accept myself just as I am. See, told you to write it down. What I said. Be honest with yourself. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of the situation. It is safe to admit the truth to yourself, but we will support and guide you through any necessary change. Lean upon us for courage and strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires, and we will come to you upon angel wings. Shakespeare said, "To thine own self be true." Okay. If you lying to, then that's the Seven of Swords, the deception. You gotta be like, and it's like sneaky and stuff like that. It's like, it's hip. You see, like it's a hypocrite. Like I was saying before, like if how you want, it's like how you want people to be honest with you if you can't even be honest with you. You see, like, gotta be like, if you're truthful with yourself, okay, and you standing 10 toes on it, like, I did this, I know what I did, now do it again, okay, I said what I said, now say it again, type mess. Those people that come and lie to you and try to manipulate the situation or try to be like, they say this and then you be like, you said this, even though they just said it, and they be like, I never said that, and it's just like, who said it? Like, you're not gonna like like, you're not gonna allow them to sit there and lie to your face, because it's like, then who said it then? Like, where did I get this information from? But you have to be honest and truthful with yourself, and not put up with people lying to you. But you have to like not put up with yourself lying to yourself either. Then we have play. Beloved one, it is time to set aside work for a while. Do not worry. We will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playful gratitude and laughter will lift your energy so that you will return to work with a renewed perspective and heighten energy. That's why I said spend some time with friends. Dance. Dance, random dance party. You feel me? You could have some family friends you can hang out with. Some cousins, whatever. But you hang out with them. Dance with them. Have some cookies. Fun times. Enjoy it. Turn up, okay? Then we have ask. Ask us for help and ask us to help you in this situation and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We have governed by many universal laws and among them is free will. That allows you to make your own decisions and choices. So we patiently await your request. So if you believe in God or religion and stuff like that, and then you always wondering why certain things happening, are you asking for help? Or are you saying, hey, it's me, okay? Can you help me out with this, please? So he can help, okay? And then if he goes and help, say you gotta release some people, let them go. Are you the type of people or the type of person, those person that be when they in a relationship, right? And then your partner trying to tell you that person has a crush on you, unfriend them. Are you the type of person that's trying to sit there and be what are you talking about? They're just a friend. Okay, God don't got time for that. Okay? God don't got time for that. He said, unfriend that person. Unfriend them. Okay? You don't unfriend them, you holding on and wondering why you getting towers. Okay? Because you didn't unfriend them one day when you asked, hey, can I get some help and assistance? Alright, it's that person, let him go. Do I really have to let him go? Can I just hold on for 2 seconds? I said what I said, okay? You hold on to that person you thought was going to hold on for 2 seconds. Now it's 2 years. And you ain't got nothing but grief, heartache, betrayal, lies, guilt, shame, all of it. Let that person go. You start seeing how fast things start changing. You see it? Tower. It's a sudden change, a sudden shift. Real quick, unexpected, no one sees it coming. Then we have ground yourself. What I said with the... Okay. When you detach from your awareness of body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work is needed upon earth. We are helping you balance the spiritual and material world so that you can enjoy a fulfilled life. Right? They trying to help you, to tell you to let go of these people, remove these people, move away from these people, release them, let them go, release that guilt, stop lying to yourself. You know they ain't your friend. You know they lying. Let them go. Walk away. Move on. Find some people that you can actually play with, uplift you with. Not uplift you, but not uplift you with, but uplift you, motivate you. They want to grow, you want to grow. Y'all growing together. Y'all kiki and ha-haing together. You go to them advice, they go for you, and they come to you for advice. And it's good advice. Helpful advice. You feel more grounded and stable within inside yourself. Even if, you have to spend some time away from people to feel more stable and grounded within inside yourself to then go out in the world, to realize what you want, what you don't want, you're not going to put up with, spending that time with yourself, dating yourself, talking to, taking yourself out, being your own best friend, and then, spending some time with family, those friends that, at that point in time, you really find out who your friends. If you try to, take a while for yourself or, take a step back, those people that are trying to hit you up and check on you are really your friends. They really want to help you, grow with you. check out, see if you's okay. And there are some people that you will find out were just simply using you, that allows you to change. Let those people go. Let's say like it's been 2 years or 3 years or some change now, and they want to come back in, and be like, "Oh my God, I just randomly thought about you the other day. How's things going?" They want to use you for something, bro. Let those people go. You'll feel so much better. It's okay. The Queen of Swords ain't gonna be putting up with that. Like, she'll be like, "I haven't talked to you in like how long? Like, what you want?" And it better be the truth, okay? Like, and then she'll be able to figure out if it's the truth or not. If she want to take action on it, if she doesn't, it is what it is. But if you ask for something and then you get it, or you ask for an answer and you get the answer, it might not be the answer that you like, but it's the answer and the solution for the problem. And you know, if you want to fix the problem, do the solution. But that's all that I'm seeing for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, thank you for watching. Bye!